Hello, Galaxy. I am back for today's live Star Wars talk show. Star Wars Radar coming at you through the internets or extranets, outer nets, however you're viewing me, whether it's on Instagram, because I'm simulcasting on my personal Instagram account, or YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, Periscope, Facebook, you name it. We are broadcasting everywhere, so you can't say you didn't know that I was broadcasting, because I'd be shocked if you missed any of those notifications. Maybe you didn't set up notifications. I don't know. So, on my radar today, as I mentioned yesterday, I have a ton of Empire Strikes Back cards. Vintage. Like, these are the cards I remember getting in the opening wax packs to enjoy the movie again. Which, I gotta tell you, there's something that I think is not missing, but lost in today's age. It's easy to get back to any bit of media, but it's difficult to explain to anybody. I know it's going to be very difficult to explain to my daughter that at some point in the past, we couldn't just watch a movie or a show like that. It wouldn't be easy to get to because we didn't have on demand. So we had to relive the movies in merchandise, cards, or like cards, or like toys. So we would relive the movies. We couldn't just press a button and see it again. We had to wait. This is before VCRs, or certainly long before we had access. Our family had access to VCRs. Let's see. The original publishing date would have been 80. Hang on. For this particular series, 1980, right there. So there's no way we could have seen these otherwise. And I know Star Wars Cards, who you should follow on Instagram, feels me. He knows exactly what I'm saying. And I'm sorry I can't hold these incredibly close. It looks like we got a couple series in here. We've got the blue border and red border series, which is great. I don't know if we have the full series, but the entire package was $20. And I was like, I saw it and I'm like, oh, I cannot. There's no way I can pass this up. I do remember watching Empire Strikes Back in the theater back in the day. I don't know if I'm going to be pausing for every one of these, but look at this. So we got a Leia. It's a little bent. So the bent cards, I'm going to put over there. And since it's Leia, I think Jedi will love them. And then I'll let her play around with it. And that way, if something goes sideways with it, I don't really care that much. I probably could have picked them up at a rather affordable rate online. But it was right there, and when you're thrifting, and when you find something that's awesome, you have no choice but to pick it up. So like we remember the quotes from the movies, but we didn't necessarily have them verbatim. So like on the back of this card, I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain. Laugh it up, fuzzball. So we have the quote, and again, like I said, these days, well, of course you can go and just watch the clip on YouTube. It's been uploaded 74,000 times, but that's not the way it was. So there's something that I think is lost in today's collectibles because we have this ever accessible array of media and access to the media. I'm just gonna effectively start flipping through these because I'm hoping to pull out some good Vader cards, but a good Lobot. Maybe we'll see him in Episode 9. It is possible. Lando's got that little wristband to call his old buddy Lobot. So, nowadays when I see movie merch or even cards that Topps, I'm very grateful, continues to produce, I still like them. I don't collect a lot of the cards. I haven't collected a lot of the newer series. I don't even know if I have a full set of the Empire cards. I know I have a full set of Jedi. I want to say I have a full set of the original Star Wars, the first series. Boy, there's a few dupes in here. They probably just eliminated their dupes, which would be, a rather nice way for somebody else to, effectively start a full collection. But I do remember specifically getting Empire Strikes Back cards, ESB cards, and opening the wax packs. That's how we relived. That's how we remembered. That's how this is how we watched movies. The Starfile. Before we could watch movies over and over and over again, this is how we remembered. I know I'm old that way. Okay, I'm just flipping through here. It's gonna be a little difficult to show everybody on both screens because I've got my phone screen. I'll just pick up the highlights, and then of course the other live video. That's a good one with IG-88 and Boba Fett. Right there. Luke on a tauntaun. Not seeing a lot of Vader. Saw one with Vader. There's another Leia. This one's also kind of battled. It's a battle damage. Yeah, I think someone just got rid of their dupes, or they got like a lot, in some estate sale and just kind of went through them, made a collection and sold the others, or got rid of the others. Obviously, it's Goodwill. They had another bag that had substantially fewer cards in them, or in it. And I said, okay, that's interesting, but it was like $10. So this was 20 for a ton, and it was a gamble. There's the probe, but it was still, it was worth a gamble. I was willing to kind of take a risk. Yeah, there's, I'm thinking there's a lot of dupes. I'm wondering how many cards were in this series, because I'm hardly seeing any Vader. There's a nice little Boba Fett, Bounty Hunter Boba Fett right there. So that's a highlight. So I'm gonna put that on my Boba Fett shelf. Tracking the Probot, a couple of ships, Cloud Car, the Avenger, T1B, 3PO, TIE Bomber. There we go. We finally see a good Vader. This is the first good Vader I've seen in this array. I've got a few to get through though. Don't get me wrong. With Dengar, another Slave 1. Cloud Car. Falcon. The aluminum Falcon. Vader, the Dark Pursuer. Okay, fine. This is a pretty decent Vader card. Although I would prefer just a Vader card. Just Vader outright. Another Boba Fett. This one was printed upside down. That was a mistake. It was an obvious mistake. Clear mistake. And a dupe, the Dark Pursuer. Luke. Another Luke. Luke battles himself? This is great. This is great. This is great. This is great. Sound like that guy on Frasier. Oh, hang on. I just realized something. The YouTube video was being broadcast unlisted. YouTube for some reason loves toggling things. Like, I don't know why they do that. Like, seriously, they toggle things such that I have a certain setting, and then I go in there again, and everything's being reverted. Because I was wondering, I'm like, where did everybody go? Because we got the Instagram video is obviously kind of hopping along, but the YouTube video wasn't. So I'm almost thinking I may have to. I'm gonna have to redo it because I don't think this will work otherwise. Because that's my Instagram folks, you stay there. Hello, Galaxy. I'm saying this a second time for the people who are tuned in on my personal Instagram account. But the reason why you see double notifications in the video right now is due to the fact that YouTube decided to retoggle the settings after I had toggled everything properly, or so I thought. The live video that I did was unlisted. So no one was watching, effectively, apart from these fine folks on Instagram. So welcome to what should be an interactive live daily Star Wars talk show, Star Wars Radar. As I mentioned yesterday, and again, apologies for repeating myself to everybody watching on Instagram, because that broadcast worked. YouTube didn't work very well at all, and I feel that I just wanted to do this again, not because I needed to, but because I can't stop talking about Star Wars. It's actually a big problem. I promised yesterday that I'd go through the cards that I got thrifting, Empire Strikes Back, red border and blue border, and I found a few gems in here, and I was explaining to the Instagram followers that back in the day we didn't have the ability to just pull up a movie, at a moment's notice. We when we saw something in the theater, we had to remember what it was, and it's not like today where we have this ever-present media, immediate access. I mean, we had to remember things, which was awesome because we could get cards and collectibles to remember and to imagine and to just, you know, really appreciate what it was. So these days, now we can get access to anything and everything. So getting collectibles is somewhat different than it used to be. And I don't know if modern collectibles are going to have the same staying power as a lot of the things that we had now, which would be in the vintage era. Because, you know, seeing Boba Fett, I mean, you had to see either the figure or the any kind of media that was produced, like a magazine or, you know, a trading card, because we just couldn't watch The Empire Strikes Back like that back in 1980. It just wasn't even possible. And I don't know if the people following on YouTube, you know, remember that era. I certainly do. And thank you, Cheesy Sword, again, for being a member. Star Wars Banter, good to see you again. And Jacob Harrington. But, you know, that's why when I see, like, vintage items like that, it just, I get excited. I'm very, very happy. Because I remember not having access to this stuff. And I mean, the kid in me, for $20, would never have been able to afford this. But, I mean, this whole array of stuff. But still, for $20 now, like, yeah, easily. We don't go out to eat a lot. We don't anyway, but I don't feel bad. $20 for a ton. I'm gonna continue to stack them. I pulled the Darth Vader out separately because I'm kind of looking for the Darth Vader cards. I've seen a few dupes out there too. Dengar, Vader. I'm not showcasing all of them because I'm assuming you either have the set or you'd be able to look at them elsewhere. Mine. They're the Yoda. So, because I collect Vader, and finally have one. This one's decent shape. There's a little crease on top. Maybe I will get like a dupe on this one, the ominous Vader. These are the ones that I was hoping to find. I mean, yeah, it's great to have all these, and I wouldn't even mind Jedi knocking them around. Quite a few Han Solos, quite a few Lukes, Snowtroopers, Han and the Princess. It's funny. Search for Vader. Yeah, see, some of these we're kind of running into again as I like lean. That's like that's like the third or fourth Leia. Where are you, Skywalker? So that must, yeah, there's Vader right there. Is that okay? That counts. There's Vader's in there. There's Han. Couple of Lukes. A swarm of Ugnaughts. That's a good one. These are movie moments. Like, how else were we supposed to remember? I mean, we had our memory, yeah. See, I hope I get a star file for Vader if they made one. That'd be nice. Good one with Lando, Boba Fett, and Vader. See, I as much as it's got Vader in it, I'd like to hold on to it. Usually in my collection, I try to stick to just the Vader stuff. His Day of Triumph. This is a perfect Vader card. Perfect. Okay, so I've got 3 Vader cards so far. Oh, wait, well, okay. The awesome one. Now, is there any question in your mind? Is Darth Vader not the awesome one? Like, literally the awesome one? There's another Boba Fett. Okay, so I'll put that Boba Fett, because I got a Boba Fett shelf. He's going in the Boba Fett shelf. Yeah, I'm seeing different ones in this stack. Yeah, someone probably just held on to them indefinitely and was like, I'm never going to use these, or I inherited them from, my mom who loves Star Wars and she's dead now. I don't know. Hey, man, someone's loss is somebody else's gain. I wish I had the camera pointed in a different direction. I'm just going to pull up. Oh, cool. Gallant Warrior. I found them. I repeat, I've found them. Guess what? Got a Starfile Darth Vader. Woot! You just finished Alphabet Squadron today? Oh, good ending. They leave it open for a sequel, so hopefully we'll see something about that next year. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. There's going to be a lot of that coming around. Invaded. Ooh, that's a good one. This one I think I'm going to keep as a Vader, because it's got. I like the Snowtrooper, so we got a Snowtrooper and a Vader, so that's going to count as a Vader card. We got an IG and a Boba Fett. I've seen one of these in here before. I do not think I have a full set in what I have collected here. I'm fairly confident I don't. I don't even know if I have a full set of the Empire Strikes Back cards in any capacity. So we have another His Day of Triumph. Let's see here. The one I put aside before is in slightly better condition. mean, you gotta expect a lot of creases and folds. Ooh, this is nice to see. Don't get a lot of screen time there. 2B. Ooh, here we go. The ominous Vader. So that's the one that I think I had pulled aside before. Yeah, the one that I pulled aside before had a slight crease. This is in better shape. All things considered, their age, 20 years, they're all in pretty darn good shape. Like I said, especially for like $20 for all of them. If only to like just flip through them at a moment's notice and not have to worry about like damages and creases. I should probably spend however much I need to spend to get the full set. I've got the full set of Jedi. I don't have all the original Star Wars cards. I think I only have the first series. And I'm fairly confident I don't have the full series of the Empire cards. But I try to get them in good shape. I try to get them in good condition. I wouldn't say these are in great condition. But still, I should probably price those at some point. Or, usually what happens is I'll wait until someone's getting rid of their collection. Then I'll buy that because then I know they're in good shape. That's a good one of Princess. I have not yet seen Far From Home, Spider-Man Far From Home, but I will. I just don't know when. Another thing, like I said, I have not. There's a good array of the bounty hunters, so I haven't seen any Imperial Walkers. Like those, those, they were so radically different. I'm getting a lot of Hoth, like ton of Hoth cards, but no walkers. This is just a shock. I mean, confrontation, yeah, the iconic scene. I mean, it's a shock because I just remember them. They were like the most notable thing. Like if you were to ask me about The Empire Strikes Back, what I remember most it would have been the walkers. Easily the Imperial Walkers. Well, the AT-ATs. His Day of Triumph again. This one's not in bad shape. How did I do? How was I doing on this other card? About the same. It's a wash. I don't know if I'm ever going to go through these like in terms of another His Day of Triumph. I don't mind. Weapon of Light. That's not one that I've seen. Not a lot of AT-AT cards, says Star Wars Cards on Instagram. It shocks me. I mean, really, what was the standout? Another good Vader card, Host of Honor. And it's in good shape. We would be most honored if you would join us. Another good one I think I'll keep. Vader and the Snowtroopers. So yeah, where are the walkers? Mate, where are the walkers? Okay, Star Wars cards. Find me Star Wars cards that with walkers. From Empire. If there were any. Oh, there's a star file for Solo. I may have. Was that like a mini series of sorts? Number 4. This one's kind of crunched in the corner though. A Tauntaun. There we go. Han and a Tauntaun. Star Destroyer. Sorry, it's hard to I wish I was just playing to one camera in this case because it'd be easier, but I have to twist myself because I have the Instagram camera in a different position. You're seeing a lot of the same kind of cards. Nothing to call out. Have I played Vader Unleashed? I do not think so. Vader Unleashed. Is that Vader Unleashed? Was that a video game? It must have been if you said played. I don't think so. Dark Lord of the Sith. This is also a unique one in the sense that I have not seen it so far in going through this particular haul. And this is definitely a haul. Disappointing that they separated the bags and the smaller bag was $9. So I definitely passed on that. Death of Admiral Ozzel. Okay, that's primarily Vader. That's good enough. Like if it's everyone's got their favorites, right? Like if I chased Chewbacca, then I would want a card with just Chewbacca. If it was if I chased Luke, then I'd want a card that was just Luke or Leia, right? Or Lando or any one of them. Orlando, get it? What is this? What is this garbage doing what is this? Now I'm angry. Now I want my money back. What is this? What is going on? Can you believe this? Can you believe this? Which character is this? Now watch that card be worth more than like $1,000 or whatever. I don't care. Some druids. Yeah, that I like that card. That's a fun card. What is that? Kate? Is that Kate? 3PO? Was it the white one? K3PO? Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't. Come on, just give me one walker. All I want at this stage now, because I'm getting towards the end of the stack here. Somewhat. I still got a few to go through, though. I'm telling you, it was a huge haul. Dude, that was a priceless Ted Simmons rookie. I don't care. Then see what'll happen is all the baseball card people will get on my case like, he ripped that up. What is he thinking? He's just dealing with Star Wars cards. Yes. Now we're seeing some different ones in Blue Series. Some duplicates. T1B. Wish I could get closer. Ah, it's killing my back. I gotta tell you, I'm like leaned way over. Hey JJ, and everybody else that I might have missed. Oh, it's a game for the Oculus Quest. I can't wear the Oculus Quest because the refresh rate is far too low. Anything below 90 is unusable for me. We got another The Awesome one. I think this one's in slightly worse condition. Yeah. I can't do it. As much as I'd like to, it's either, there's a good one, Suspended in Carbon Freeze. That's a Vader primarily. Boba Fett and a Stormtrooper. Okay, I like that. It's funny which ones I like and which one I don't. You know? We all got our favorites. 2 Hans. These, though, again, error cards. They were printed upside down. Sad. Another The Awesome one. Love that. The Ominous Vader. Hang on. Now I don't think I have this one, I know. But I'm, like, checking to see the condition. Because that's my, if I can hold on to the one that's in the best shape. Yeah, see, that Awesome one's a little crunched. Oh, come on, you guys. You know you do the same thing at home. This one's, this Awesome one is it's a little warped, but I think can be flattened out. No crunches. No creases. Per se. Well, I'll set it to decide later. Ominous Vader. Another 2-1B, the Dark Pursuer. The Awesome one again. This one's definitely dinged up. Gosh, man. Okay, so apparently the Awesome one was the card. That one's definitely in good shape, so I'm going to set that one aside. Add it. This is all I want now. Oh, give me add it. Daddy wants an add-at. Daddy wants an add. There we go. Another Darth Vader Starfile card. Put that to the side. All right. Conniving Pals. Chris, could Spider-Man take down Kylo Ren? Not even close. Not even close. Sorry. Not to disappoint, but no. It's on Rift as well. I don't have any VR headgear. I now have a PC that I think could handle it. I just don't have one. So maybe in my exploits at Intel, I will find a way to score one and do a reaction to everything. That's a good one, a Lobot with all the Stormtroopers. That's a really good one. Great image. I remember seeing some of these shots in the cards and thinking, oh, that's the first Rebel transport I've seen. And thinking to myself, I don't remember that scene in The Empire Strikes Back. Having seen it and remembered, I'm like, I think I would have remembered that particular scene. That was always kind of like the oddities of being disconnected from, the merchandise, like this stuff in the actual movies. Oh, there's another Rebel transport. Y'all, my back is like killing me. Oh God. Back to because I can't just stop and show you each particular card. Like, that would just take entirely way too long. Deadly Device. Kirshner directs Mark Hamill. I met Kasdan. Larry. Met him at Galaxy's Edge. Or as Jedi calls it, Galaxy's Wedge. Come on, Walker. An Ugnaught. We got an Ugnaught. Ugh. Not. TIE Bomber. A Snowscaped Wookiee. Is that what it says? Snow-swept Wookiee. Mm-hmm. Stalked by Vader, but there's no Vader in there. Come on. Falcon, Lobot, Han. A lot of this, I'm seeing now a lot of cards that I've seen before. A pile of C-3PO. That was a cute one. Oh, good night, Star Wars banter. I wish I was set up to do this differently so that you can see all these. So that everybody could see all these. I got 2 decent stacks. All right. We're about done. This is it. This is my last little pile. It's the last little pile here. What do we have? We have Snowtroopers, Yoda. Okay, my back. I'm suffering for my craft. There's another one that I like. The pile of 3PO. Dinner guests, opposite of Vader. All right. Oh, man. For some reason, I'm not getting enough leverage. Maybe it's the stack is too thick in my hand. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Pretty iconic. Oh yeah, there are way too many cards to count. I'm definitely not counting. Princess Leia, Under Guard. I hadn't seen this one. Minox outside? Oh my. Boba Fett, Luke. A lot of Luke. Come on, not a single Imperial Walker. Are you kidding me? The chances of me finding one, I've seen just about everything else. That's a good one. That's a different one. Blasting the Stormtroopers. Hadn't seen that one. I'm color me shocked. Shocked. Oh, okay. This one I hadn't seen yet either. Good shape too, thankfully. Hate me, Luke. Hate me, Luke. Destroy me. What? Wait, dude. Hang on. What? That had to have been a leak. Like, they must have, like, seeded that to Topps as kind of, like, to help protect the real quote. Look at that. Read it. Hang on. Let me hold it here. Look, it says, hate me, Luke. Destroy me. What? Okay, it says, look upon me, Skywalker, shouts Darth. I killed those you loved. Use your hate to destroy me now. Luke knows he mustn't, but can he control such incredibly strong emotion? Can he resist these temptations of evil? Whoa, dude, that's crazy. That never happened. That never happened. This was obviously to protect spoilers. Man, that is crazy. That is, oh man, that's crazy. Boy, I tell you what, out of everything, okay, I'm kind of amazed. They must have gone to great lengths to do that. There's a good one of Yoda. Kind of a classic portrait there. Dude, that was crazy. His Day of Triumph. I don't know if this card's as good as the other ones. Oh, Diana's watching. She's the one on Facebook. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. That's it. No, not a single AT-AT. Not a single one. Joined by Dak. Vader and his snowtroopers. Yeah, not a single AT-AT. All these freaking Empire Strikes Back cards. Not a single AT-AT. Not a single Imperial Walker. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to hopefully not knock this over. Give me a second. We're going to stack these cards. Ah. Don't breathe. No one move. No one move. No one breathe. We're going to take the measuring tape. We have 9 inches. 9 inches worth of the Empire Strikes Back trading cards. What? That's crazy. With a haunting carbonite. Oh man, that's crazy. Good Vader. I'd say great Vader stack. Incredibly disappointed though that I didn't get the ad out, the Walker. But this is crazy. Hate me, Luke. Destroy me. I mean, how did I not? Star Wars cards. How did I not know that? Did you know this? Star Wars cards. Did you know this? How did I ever miss this? That's crazy. Oh well, I think it's crazy. I'll broadcast for a little while longer because I think this is still. Sadly, I think this is broadcasting into the earlier broadcast that I thought I had to redo. So let's see here. How many Vader cards did I get? 1, 2, 3. Starfile 4. Let's see which Starfile is a little better. That one's creased. I'll take. Ooh, they're both creased. And there were only 2 of them. Okay, so 4. Where are you, Skywalker? 5, barely 5. The awesome one, 6. The ominous Vader, 7. His Day of Triumph. Is that one? Yeah, it's decent. 8. Oh, 2 of those. Let's see here. Barely. 8. Evil Threatens, 9. 10. 11. Oops. 12. 13. And 14. All right. 14 Vader cards. Here, I'll show you. Show which ones we got. This one was printed upside down. It's an error card. You did know that. Oh, yeah, okay. So I'm like, this it was crazy. So they got this one. This Vader. With the Snow Troopers. That one's definitely a keeper. I like that one. I think I like that one to hold on to separately. Oh, Vader. Bespin Dinner. I only saw one of these, too, in this stack. So it kind of gives you a better idea of which ones were more rare than the other ones in the printing. Saw a couple of those. I think we only saw one Ominous Vader, correct? Breakaway hit. The awesome one. Saw a few of these. This one may not even be the best card, but that's okay. I don't think I have a whole stack of Vader cards in the play shop, like right behind me. So they'll go right atop the stack. Vader's like right there. You barely see him. He's like almost a silhouette. I saw a guy walk past me the other day and I said, "Chris, is that you?" No, it wasn't. Made me sad. I work in Tacoma, so it's always possible. You have some pretty good stuff down there in Tacoma. Starfile card. Wait a minute. Did I already? Oh yeah, the crease. That's right. This one's crazy. This is the crazy misquote card. I can't believe it. Invaded. Another good one because it's got Vader and a Snowtrooper. Standalone Vader. Vader with the Stormtrooper and Boba Fett. Definitely a keeper. And this one's got a few Imperial officers, but it's in the background, but it's primarily Vader. Death of Admiral Ozzel. He was as clumsy as he is stupid. All right. That was a quote, right? Honestly, $20. Great set of cards. Nice Vaders. No baseball. This is no sports talk allowed. Sports talk gets all the other airwaves. These are our airwaves. That's my humble opinion. Chris, I know I'm talking so much Spider-Man and you're doing Star Wars cards, but I need to know who your favorite actor is. I have no idea. I don't have a favorite actor. All of them. All of them except the ones I don't like. Disney Plus, can't wait. Yep. Tonight I started I got to be careful about saying this, but SHITTS Creek on Netflix. Started it the other day. Rhymes with mitts and begins with an SH. It's titled that way, but I gotta be careful saying it. It's funny. It's pretty funny. So I've been watching that. Been binging on that. That's what I'll be doing tonight now. Now that I've gone through the stack of cards, happily so. Which I would have done anyway, right? Everything here I would have done anyway. But I just did it on camera, with friends. So thank you for joining. I don't care about the new Star Wars movies, only the first 3. Well, good for you. The good news is you can have them. That's the most amazing thing, is like no one's stopping you from watching them. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And nothing's stopping me from watching the new stuff, which is awesome. Sigh, 1985, most of my collection got tossed. I know, dude. Like, I was lucky enough that I cared enough, and my mom wasn't exactly a hoarder, but she held on to a lot of the stuff from childhood. The only thing I do remember selling, I think for $20, was a set of other cards. And I never sold my Garbage Pail Kids. Didn't have a lot of Star Wars cards. Didn't get the full collection. That's the funny thing, is I didn't, as a kid, I did have cards, but usually about 1 or 2 wax packs. The only non-sport cards that I ever collected all of, and pretty much have stayed current, minus the online exclusives. I did that for a little while and then I stopped. Because they were just too stupid expensive. Garbage Pail Kids. So I have a pretty full set of Garbage Pail Kids. Like, I would say minus some of the so-called exclusives, I stopped buying those altogether. I stuck with them initially. I'm like, oh, it's cool. I got to be a completist. And then I'm like, they kept cranking them out. I'm like, this is just too much money, and I'm really not enjoying it. But yeah, that was the only non-sport card I still have too. I have all the vintage Garbage Pail Kids. Do I miss the days of Blockbuster? I do not. At all. Like, I remember going to Blockbuster. I don't know if I still have my card. I don't think we still have the physical card. Maybe I do. So like when I'm ID'd at the store, I'll just show them my Blockbuster card. And like, I'm old enough to have a Blockbuster card, dude. I'm old enough. You don't need to be carding me. Oh man. True story, folks. True story. All right, it's getting on to about a half hour. Perfect timing. Thank you, everybody, for joining me, whether you're watching on my personal Instagram. Although I should probably start broadcasting on the Star Wars Radar Instagram. So follow Star Wars Radar if you're watching on Instagram. Thank you, everybody, for definitely tuning in. Do I think Galaxy's Edge will be featured in Episode 9, asks Mars. That'd be really neat. I think it'd be cool. I don't think it needs to, though. I think it would be nice to see. It really doesn't need to. That wouldn't lead me to enjoy Galaxy's Edge any differently. In fact, I kind of like the fact that it's not in the movies. I do. I mean, it just expands the universe. Okay, Star Wars cards. Your challenge, Star Wars cards, if you choose to accept it, is to find an AT-AT card. It shocks me as many as I went through. Not one. Snow speeders. Rebel transports. Not one. Oops, I accidentally launched iTunes. Did not want that at all, ever. Who launches iTunes? Yuck. Okay, everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. May the Force be with you always. And I got to try to time it so that I can stop them at the same time. Maybe.